Silly butts, we back. Let's get it. We back. And before we get started, if you ain't been here and you missed part 1, episode 1, part 2, episode 2, and we at part 3. Episode 1, you seen a little bit of Magic Johnson and Larry Bird going at it in college. But basically, episode 1 was about Larry Bird in high school. The man was all skin and bones. And believe it or not, he had 2 older brothers that was better than him. So I wonder whatever happened to them. But episode 2 was basically about him in college, not really wanting to be in college because he was away from home. The man was basically homesick, went back home to work an $8 job or a $6 job, something like that. You know, I would never do something like that. But, I mean, at that point in time back in the day, I guess people really just liked doing what they did in their little towns and their little boring lives. So, you know, at that point in time, he ran into a coach named Bob Hughes. They're going to talk about a little bit of him in episode 2. If you ain't watched it yet, go back, silly butt, like the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel if you want to, but, you know, I'm pretty sure you will. But I'm just saying, let's get into part 3. I'm talking too much. Let's get it, y'all. This is going to be a little clip of part 2. We're going to reel it in like that. Y'all know how we get it in. Don't mind me.
It was the end of a magical season and the beginning of a new journey. It was the final game of a 5-year basketball odyssey and a final step into the national spotlight. It was Larry Bird's greatest defeat and the start of his greatest challenge. Larry Bird's first 4 years in the league had been nothing short of miraculous. He'd been named Rookie of the Year. He'd been a first-team All-Star every season, and he had led his Celtics from the cellar to a championship. And though Boston's 1982 and 83 seasons had ended in playoff disappointment, Bird had still far exceeded all expectations, except his own.
We had a team there when we won in '81. I thought we was going to win 5 or 6 in a row. We had that much talent, but we just didn't do the things that it took for us to win a championship.
In those same 4 years, Bird's college rival, Magic Johnson, had reached the finals 3 times and won 2 championships, establishing his Lakers as the league's most dominant team. It was a situation that did not sit well with Larry Bird.
This man will not accept losing. He's like a guy who would pick a locomotive up and with ropes, pull a locomotive. He'll endure anything to win.
Dedicated.
From the beginning of the 1984 season, Bird's determination was clear. While he always possessed a tireless work ethic, now he displayed it with an unmistakable message to his teammates.
You know, he was the first guy to practice, last guy to leave.
Sound like MJ.
It was very hard for us as players to look over and see Larry doing drills by himself for an hour and a half after practice, 2 hours after practice, for us not to pay the price.
When you get your, quote, superstar to work at a high level in practice, everybody else falls in line, because this is the man, and he will work. And Larry worked every day.
Some of them people on the team probably hated Larry Bird. Like, man, why he always doing that, making us work hard? I didn't experience that a lot in life. Sometimes being an overachiever is not good. You know, you want to get to a higher level, so you work hard. The boss, the coach, someone in super of authority sees that, and they expect that on everyone else. And a lot of the lazy people don't like that. They just want to get by. So that's just one of the perks. I mean, one of the natural consequences of being an overachiever. I'm sorry you had to go through that, Larry Bird, but look what it turned out. Y'all, let's get to it, man.
It was an attitude that would drive the Celtics all season long.
Look out, Bird's in the crowd, trying to get a loose ball back, and by golly, he does it.
That's that dedication.
He's willing to sacrifice himself for a ball, then, you know, everybody else should be ready too.
Bird over the top and through the scorer's table as he tried to get by.
Or if he's willing to take that gut-wrenching charge that's coming down the middle, you know, then everybody else should be willing to.
Oh, man. Here's Hustle at about $1 million a year.
Everybody follows in the step.
Oh! Hey!
To their advantage, Bird on the drive, slapped away by Vincent. Bird gets it back. Saves it. Nice pass to Maxwell. What a play.
Oh, Robinson the board. The Bullets can take the lead. Bird the steal. Takes it himself for 2.
You really see Bird dunk.
Kellogg shoots and he's short with it and hard. And the rebound to Bird. Look at that pass.
Hey.
Oh, what a great play.
That boy Bird, he was too versatile.
With Bird setting the tone, the Celtics attacked every opponent with savage intensity.
He was versatile before versatile probably was a word.
One great play after another, and this place is wild.
It was an approach that would help Boston earn the best record in the league. And Bird MVP honors.
Time spins on Dave. It's good.
On a fast break.
84 Larry was just awesome. I mean, it was just unbelievable how he could improve his game.
And a buzzer
You never
beater.
thought that he could take it to a different level, and he was able to do that.
The story of the postseason would be no different, as the Celtics steamrolled through the early rounds of the playoffs. But meanwhile, out west, another story was unfolding. Magic Johnson and the Lakers were also cruising through the playoffs, and as Boston closed out the conference finals, a feeling of destiny began to grip the basketball world.
Hey, just real quick, that was freak, man. We're gonna rewind that real quick. Did y'all see that? I know some of y'all probably don't want to see me rewinding it because Larry Bird doing all of them fancy moves before fancy moves was really like a thing, but I'm kind of shocked. So I'm gonna rewind it real quick. This will be my last time rewinding it for the video. If y'all don't mind me rewinding it, drop something in the comments and I won't rewind it no more.
Meanwhile, out
Let's
west,
get it, Silly Butt.
another story was unfolding. Magic Johnson and the Lakers were also cruising through the playoffs, and as Boston closed out the conference finals, a feeling of destiny began to grip the basketball world.
Gets it to Edwards on the roll. No, Nance and Kareem has got it. And it's Boston, here we come.
He just traveled.
We were the favorites, and we made our way. They won the East, we won the West. So it's like everybody just get ready, sit back, and let's enjoy it.
This must have been the beginning of the East versus
Since
the
their
West.
historic first meeting, they had always been linked. Each had revived the fortunes of his franchise, and together they had revitalized the league. But never before had they met in the NBA Finals, and the whole country seemed to be buzzing with anticipation.
Bird versus Magic.
You know, you walk around and everybody is talking about this series. We had more writers and TV people and made it so big. I mean, everything was written was Bird versus Magic, Magic versus Bird, that whole thing. And it was so intense, so intense.
Fate had presented Bird with the most dramatic of challenges. With the whole nation watching, he would seek to earn redemption for the Celtics and revenge for himself.
Playing against Magic, yeah, that was something that I always dreamed about since he beat us in college.
But as the series began, it seemed less like a dream than a familiar nightmare.
Missing, rebounding is Magic. Cooper and the fast break going to town.
In Game 1, the Lakers' vaunted Showtime offense was in high gear as they stole the Celtics' home court advantage.
They are running the Celtics off the Boston Garden Court.
And as they humiliated the Celtics in Game 3 in LA to take a 2-1 series lead, it looked as if Magic would once again celebrate at Bird's expense.
This has to be one of the most decisive routes in championship
He just palmed the
game
ball
history.
with both hands for such ease in a
With his
fast break.
season-long quest bitterly dying before him, the normally private Bird made his feelings shockingly public.
Well, we just play like a bunch of women at night. You know, we got some great players on this team, but we don't have the players with the heart sometimes that we need. And today, when you see Magic
Shots.
slapping high fives
Fire.
and guys going behind their back and shooting layups on us all day long. It seems that something, somebody would try to put a stop to it, and until we get our hearts where they belong,
Lakers
we're in trouble.
Boston, sissies, thanks to him calling his teammates women.
Larry was frustrated. He was disappointed, as we all were, that we got blown out by 33 points on national TV.
Dang.
But when he said that guys play with no heart, I knew what would happen in the next game. I knew what would happen in that series. Guys would do anything.
Hey, that's kind of iconic that he got blew out. Third game, 33 points, which is his number. And who number is that? Is that Kareem's number 2? Let's get it. So I woke up this morning and this part of the video was blocked. So I'm redoing the video. If you're seeing this right now, I'm going to tell y'all what happened for the next 2 minutes of the video. It's the finals part. I actually already did a reaction to this clip. It's part of another video called Kareem Abdul elbow Larry Bird and instantly regretted it. The video actually just got over 1,000 views, so if y'all want to go check that video out, it's uploaded right now on my channel and it is not blocked. I don't know why it got blocked in Canada and the United States, but it's literally only 2 minutes of the clip, but I got a whole video up of it. So I'm going to tell y'all what's going on. That way we ain't got to quit our 5-clip journey, which is actually about to be 4, maybe, because there's only 17 minutes left of the video. But let me stop talking y'all to sleep so y'all can get back to the video, silly butt. Let's get it.
Larry was frustrated. He was disappointed, as we all were, that we got blown out by 33 points on national TV. But when he said that guys play with no heart, I knew what would happen in the next game. I knew what would happen in that series. Guys would do anything.
All right, so Kareem just did an outlet to MJ. Oh! I gotta go watch that video. One of the teammates just got haymakers out the sky.
And you knew this was going to happen. You could see it coming.
Bird had sounded the call to battle.
Got it in the paint, y'all.
The time
Lakers,
for
this
Lakers
is
celebration.
I'll do it, just elbow Larry Bird. Larry Bird popped in his face. I ain't gonna cap for y'all. Larry Bird ain't going. He ain't going. That dog ain't going.
It drew the team together, and I think that they all responded and said, yeah, hey,
so
let's make sure that we
Larry
aren't playing
Bird
with sissies. Maybe
taught
we
his
were,
teammates
but let's
a
make
bunch
sure
of
we're not
women.
going to continue to
At
play
least they was
with
playing like it.
With Bird's challenge
And now they
ringing in their
playing
ears,
real
the
intense, y'all,
Celtics would play
because
with ferocious
you know
abandon.
it's the finals and they don't want to lose. And they know Magic and Kareem Abdul and the Lakers are aggressive. So right
For
now they
3
going
games,
hard, they
LA
going back and
scored
forth.
at will.
Larry Bird just
Now
booty bumps
Boston
somebody
would make
into the
them pay for
crowd.
every point.
He's going off, man. I'm telling y'all.
In this
man. I gotta
contest,
go
the
tell me
Celtics
that
would set
video.
the tempo. LA would do no more running.
Magic shot getting
Boston would
blocked.
make them stand and fight.
They got the putback though. I don't care. Kevin McHale was going off too, man. He ain't going for none of that. Oh, excuse my language. Sissy stuff.
With Bird and Magic each valiantly leading their teams, this epic struggle would remain deadlocked for 48 grueling
Just like Larry
minutes.
Bird and Magic Johnson love to be in this situation. And we go to overtime.
They went to overtime. Game
And as this
123,
dramatic
123.
showdown
That's the score,
entered its
y'all.
final act, the spotlight narrowed to these two great rivals locked in an historic confrontation.
They still going at it in overtime. And I'm pretty sure some of y'all already know all of this too.
5 years ago, they had stood together on center stage. Now,
Honestly,
fittingly,
the best part
in this
about it is the
long-awaited
narrative.
rematch, each would have a chance to claim victory.
Magic shooting a free throw to put them up, and he missed it.
Bird, the rebound.
Bird got the
And
rebound,
Celtics want a
and they
timeout.
called a timeout.
The Celtics now are left with 1 timeout in overtime, and despondent Magic Johnson goes to the bench. It'll be Boston ball, tie game.
Maxwell looking. Bird rotates in. Bird pops out.
Hold on now. Celtics got the ball. Larry Bird got the ball, shoots it. Put him up 2 points. And with that, on that note, y'all, let's get back to the video, silly, but let's get it.
Like they won a championship, and Tommy, for them, perhaps it has been as important as a championship.
The Celtics had reclaimed their pride and taken control of the series. Playing 2 of the next 3 games at Boston Garden, they were ready to put the Lakers away.
Here's Magic off the mark. Lakers had several chances, and here's Larry Bird chugging down the court.
The championship was now within Bird's grasp, and he was not going to let it slip away.
Oh, I don't like that look now, Magic Johnson. We got a bird in the crowd.
I mean, he's doing everything.
The season would end as it had begun, with Bird willing Boston to victory.
What can you say?
No one believed that we could beat the Lakers that year. Absolutely no one believed it. But the fact of the matter is, we believed in ourselves, and that was a lot because of the leadership Larry had.
The Boston Celtics are the NBA World Champions.
Hey!
In a grueling 7-game series with the Los Angeles Lakers. Larry Bird.
And on that note, like I said earlier, we'll be back, Silly Butt. Hey, did y'all see the crowd come out there before the game was even over? Man, they crazy, man. Hey, like the video, Silly Butt. Episode 4 is dropping tomorrow. Let's get it. Peace.